Hello students, today we are going to start your next chapter. It's chapter 4 from the diary of Annie Frank. It's an autobiography written by Annie Frank. It's a small clipping of this autobiography. Annie, a 13-year-old girl, a native of Frankfurt in Germany, was born on 12th June 1929. She had to stay with her grandmother when she was only 4 years old. After some time, she joined her parents in Holland and was sent to Montessori school. Later, her grandmother died, which saddened her, and she was very depressed with the situation she was going through. She was a mature and intelligent girl. Through her experience in life, she learned to maintain a diary, feeling that paper has more patience than people. She was so fond of her diary that she called it Kitty. She named her diary Kitty. She felt that she could confide in Kitty comfortably. She can write each and everything, whatever she feels, in her diary, and she named the diary Kitty. She was doing well in all the subjects except maths. She was weak in maths. The maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, was much annoyed with her because of her non-stop talking throughout the lessons. He asked her to write an essay on chatterbox. Actually, Annie was a kind of girl who was called as a chatterbox. So, Annie's teacher, Mr. Keesing, asked her to write an essay on a chatterbox. Topic was a chatterbox, which she wrote justifying her habit as an inherited one. She wrote that essay that was completely dependent on her own habit. She felt that her habit was incurable, and she also felt guilty about her habit, but she felt that it cannot be cured at any cost. Again, the teacher asked her to write an essay on quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Again, the teacher asked Annie to write an essay. Quack, quack, quack was the topic, said Mr. Chatterbox. With her friend, Sane, she wrote a poem about a father swan and 3 baby ducklings. The babies were beaten to death by the father because they quacked too much. That poem changed the teacher's opinion about her, and he never assigned any extra homework to her as a punishment. Okay, student, this was the summary of your chapter from the diary of Annie Frank. Question answers will be given to you in the next lecture. Now we are going to start your poem. We are covering 2 portions in this same video. This first one is your chapter from the diary of Annie Frank, and now I am going to start your poem. Your poem The Ball Poem. The Ball Poem is the poem composed by John Berryman. This poem contains, it's a kind of lost ball. It's an episode about a lost ball. Through the episode of a lost ball, the poet wants to teach the importance of having courage to bear the losses in life. The loss of something is a lesson. Just because if you lose something in life, if you have that kind of feeling that you have lost anything, you have lost someone from your own life, and you have parted from that person or thing, that you get the value of that thing. If you are far away from your parents, if just suppose if you have lost your childhood friend, then you get the feeling that you have lost a valuable thing. Whatever you lost in life, that is more precious and valuable. If that same thing is before you, you will not admire its beauty, you will ignore that thing or the person. But if you will lose someone or something, then you will get the value of that person or thing. This is about the poem. Through the episode of Lost Ball, the poet want to teach the importance of having courage to bear the losses in life. The loss of something is a lesson that we must value whatever we possess. We should always value the things or the person we are having in our life, and we should always give a proper importance and love and care to the things and as well as the person we are having in our life, not after it's lose, not after it's lost. The poem is about an ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless now. He sensed first responsibility in a world of possessions. Money is eternal. Money is external. He is learning, well being behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Now, this is your poem. Question answers of both these chapters, chapter 4 and this poem, the ball poem, will be given to you afterwards. Thank you so much, everyone.